Welcome, my beauties. Welcome back. If you are returning, welcome. If this is your first time, today I'm going to get into this Maniology kit. I wanted to try stamping and stamping polishes, so I felt that Maniology was the best route to go since they do give you like a little mini starter kit and all you do is pay for shipping. Shipping from my case was $7.99, and then there's also a 75-cent hassle-free shipping insurance protection, which it tells you right on here. This is my little invoice. And then I also did get 2 separate polishes that I paid full price at the time for. I believe that they were both $8 when I bought them. As you'll see, one of them is on sale right now, and this video should be coming out tomorrow, the day after I'm doing this voiceover, so hopefully the price will still be down. Here, I was just trying to figure out what was going on because I did order those 2 separate polishes and I did not see them in the bag, but it's just because they popped them into this other box so that they would be safe for shipping, so I do appreciate that, although the confusion was a little bit of a mess at first. So here we have the back of the box. It gives you the basic instructions for how you're going to apply, scrape, and stamp the stamping polish and designs onto the nail. Here it tells you what kit this is, and I did get the Crystal Galaxy kit. This also has what is included in the kit on the back of the box, as well as their website and their hashtag, so that you can tag your artwork on social media and people can find it better. So this kit does include the stamping plate, which I'm showing you here. It comes on this plastic background, which my other stamps that I got from Shein did not have that. I'm not familiar with stamping plates from any other brands either, so I don't know if that's just a Maniology thing. It also does come with the protective blue coating, which you just have to peel off. And then this is the plate. It's some really cute and beautiful galaxy/crystal designs. They came out super cute when I was stamping. I can't wait to show you. And I'm definitely going to be using these more in the future going forward because this stamping was really fun. I had a blast with this. And so you also get this pamphlet. It gives you a couple of how-tos, how to prep your stamper head. You know, the tip that you don't want to take too long because it dries quicker. You want to use acetone to clean your plate. All those cute little tips, they come in that pamphlet. You also get the little Maniology card. I thought that little designs on it were super cute. And then you also get this little stamper head. This one was a much better quality than the one that I had bought myself previously. I do have some other stamping plates from Shein that I had gotten. I do test one of those out to see how it works with the polish as well at the end of the video. And then you also get, with each kit, you get a color of polish that is specifically for those designs, so to speak. And you also get a bottle of clear top coat. And this silver polish here is like a metallic-y chrome. It's very pretty. It's just got some like very dense pigmentation. So it is like a solid silver. And then that is everything that came in the kit. Minus, you know, I also got the 2 polishes on my own. So this is what you get in the starter kit. And now these are the ones that I got for myself. That is the Sandy Beach Kailua, and you can see that I stamped it on the top. The stamping ones say "Swatch Me," and it is a very pretty iridescent purple. As you can see on the description, it says duochrome, and it's a very pretty purple. Purple is my favorite color. They also have a couple other purples. One looks like a much deeper one. I think that next time I get some stamping polishes, I'm going to go for some more deeper shades. The gray that came with the kit is very pigmented and it comes out very nicely, but the purple, not so much. And here, this top coat, this smudge-free mermaid topper, it was in the stamping polish section, but I could not get this to work for me as a stamping polish. I don't know if maybe I was doing it wrong, but I just used it as a top coat because I could not get it to work with the stamping. And it is a very pretty mermaid shimmering top coat. That's what I assumed it was when it said topper, but it was in the section with the other polishes, so I'm not really sure. So today I'm not going to do any acrylic just because I want to mess around with the stamper. So I'm just going to throw some base coat on these practice nails that I already filed down and shaped a tiny bit. I just want to give myself a layer of gel base coat so that if I make any mistakes or if I want to start over, I can and not have to worry about ruining the nail, because stamping polish is just regular nail polish, so it can be removed with acetone. Whereas the gel base coat, you have to kind of file into it and then soak in the acetone to get it off. So I just wanted to give myself like a durable foundation to do the stamping on. So that's just what I'm doing here.
Laura Cruz, Master Frank, produciendo.
So now that I have my base coat down, I wanted to go in with the Kailua, the pretty purple color, but I didn't actually end up using it right away. I did end up going in with the silver one, and I'm just going to put a couple drops of the silver polish onto the plate. In all of the videos that I've seen everywhere else, it shows that you kind of put the drop of paint at the bottom and then push it up with the card, swipe it up, but that's not how I did it. And as you can see here, when you're putting the polish and you're using the card, you really want to make sure that you clean the entire area around the design of any extra polish, because you will get these lines that look like that. So I ended up just removing the entire design and starting over, and I just used some acetone to clean the nail plate and to clean the stamping plate. So here we're gonna just go in with the stamp one more, and I'm gonna make sure that when I'm swiping that I'm really applying some pressure, and I'm gonna swipe that back and forth to make sure that all the little crevices are filled in. And as you can see, that came out really nice. I really like these stamping plates. The details on them are great. And then if you have any imperfections or any misstamps, like you can see on this nail here, I ended up with an M from the Maniology and one of the little pieces from the other design. So I just went in and cleaned that with a little bit of acetone, and I am ready to go in with my next color. So I ended up using the purple, the Kailua, to do a border of those crystals. It looks a lot more pigmented when you pile it on the plate than when I actually scraped it and then applied it, as you'll see here. I'm so sorry about the kitten in the background. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I do foster animals and it is kitten season, and this particular kitten is a spoiled little brat. If he gets stuck in a room or outside of the room that he wants to be in with you, he screams like a crazy man. So that's what that was. I apologize. Cannot be helped. But as you can see, I just went in with the purple on the top, and then I'm doing the same thing here. And as you can see, the crystals that I did with the purple polish, while they are very pretty, I don't think that this color of the stamping polish does very well on white, especially with another darker color present. So I think in a video coming up, I want to get a couple more colors just because I'm not satisfied with just having two colors. And I don't think that these colors complement each other very well. I think the colors are just too different in shades. One is very dark, one is very sheer. But I do want to get more, and I do want to kind of mess around with this because this was a lot of fun. And at the end, you'll see I did experiment a little bit more with what I can kind of do with different colors. So I really think that I'm going to enjoy doing this stamping more often. So here I decided to go in with just the silver, And as you can see, I didn't actually mean to do that shooting star design at the bottom of the crystals hanging, but it accidentally swiped onto it and I picked it up and it ended up looking really cute, so I just kept it. But I felt that like the top here where the charms were hanging, that I didn't really like that, so I kind of just put a couple little stars to fill in the gap. And you know, stamping really gives you a lot of options. Like you can overlap, you know, you can do all kinds of stuff with these. So I definitely in the future want to try different ways of using the stamps and the stamping polish. I feel like there's a lot of room to be creative, like super creative. So here I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and then by the time I actually got the polish out and onto the stamper, I was just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna go in with this one. And this, I kind of messed up on the design that I was going for on this one. The purple doesn't really show up on white very well. It's just not a very pigmented polish. It is a very light iridescent color or duochrome color, however you want to say it. To me, it's kind of the same thing. So while you do get to see the design, it's not very apparent from far away what it is. You really have to be up close and on the nail looking at it. So my idea for this was that I was going to take that top coat, which I had kind of messed around with it before, and it didn't really work out for stamping. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna use this as a top coat. So I figured that I would do this top coat, and then I would go in with a design on top, but I didn't really end up liking it, so I did end up just removing it, which you'll see in a little bit here. You'll see how I did that. But when I did remove the top design, I messed up the purple design underneath because the acetone did end up taking a little too much of the polish off. So you will see here as I'm scrubbing, I scrubbed a little too hard, and I took some of the top coat and some of the big like crystal design that's underneath, it ended up coming off. So I just ended up, in order to not make it any worse, I just ended up throwing a pretty thick layer of the top coat on, and I just left it as is, and I moved on to the next finger. Here I wanted to go in with the galaxy symbol that they had here, and then I also wanted to try, this is one of the plates that I got from Shein. I wanted to also try the plates with the polish to see how it would go. So I wanted to try out this little bubble design, and it kind of looked a little weird just because of the size and the shapes of the bubbles. One, it didn't really go with the designs that I was already using, you know, because they're all crystal and galaxy. So I tried to overlap the big chunky crystal one from the Maniology, and when you look at it from like a downward angle, it looks really cool, but when you're looking at it up close, for some reason the lines look really crazy. I don't know if that's the way that I stamped it or what, but I didn't like it at all. So I ended up just cleaning it off and restarting. And what I ended up going in with was this cute little shooting star pattern. And then I also ended up adding the word love in that light purple color. And I thought that that was kind of cute, so I just left it as is. You know, just because it wasn't really a nail set that I was doing. This was just kind of me messing around with the Maniology. And, you know, I wanted to give anyone that might be interested in stamping or anything like that just kind of an idea of, you know, how you can mess around with it. And so this is one of the other prints off of that other stamping plate that I got from Shein. You can't really tell too much, but I did kind of, I put little dots of the purple and the gray on the plate and then scrape them together. So you do get kind of like a tie-dyed effect with the purple and gray. And then I just went up top with like a little bit of weird purple trim from the stamper as well. Like I said, this wasn't really my attempt at doing like a full set. I just wanted to kind of get an idea and give an idea of what the Maniology kits and what stamping and stamping polishes are like. Definitely a lot of fun and definitely a lot of room for creativity in the future. So I will definitely be buying at least some more of these stamping plates from Maniology. And I'd also like to try some of their other stamping polishes because some of them do look a lot more pigmented. I don't know if just because this one was like the holographic one, but I also want to try some other brands as well. So I hope that this was helpful for anybody that might be considering picking up some stamping stuff. And I hope you guys stick around for the next one.